Hey guys, Chuck Bedlam here, 15 Minutes of Bedlam podcast. The first episodes of 2025 are being shot tonight, Wilmington, North Carolina at a punk rock show. And I have the pleasure of being here with Hyperloops, a fine Wilmington, North Carolina band. They just got off the stage and just completely rocked the house. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, fellas, and we'll talk a little bit about your music and your band's journey.
Sure. I'm Zach Bender. I play drums.
I'm Eric. I play guitar and vocals.
My name's Evan. I play bass.
Awesome. So you guys have a really rock and roll oriented sound. There's some punk elements in there, some noise rock elements, some rock and roll elements. To me, it almost had more like a cream, vanilla fudge, Hendrixy kind of approach. Is that intentional? Can y'all talk a little bit about your influences and how you do blend that late 60s classic rock type sound with sort of the more avant-garde punk influences of modern times and really even back 80s and 90s?
Well, I think it is a bit intentional because we're a three-piece band, so I think we're inspired by a lot of the great three-piece bands, having to try to fill out that sound. It kind of really allows us all to explore a little bit more, because I've played in settings with more people and I feel like it's more, you don't want to do too much because it kind of ruins the overall sound, but with a three-piece it gives you a lot of freedom to really explore, the instrument.
Yeah, and I mean, we all grew up listening to classic rock and roll from our dads and stuff, so that was definitely when we first started playing. I think the first cover we learned is rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Right, sure, yeah.
And then it's funny you said noise rock, because I picked that up from bands like King Gizzard, where they're just especially like you were saying with us being a three-piece, if I feel like there's a little bit of hang time where Evan's just cruising on a drone note or something, I'll just flux just to fill in the noise, and it works out pretty well.
It really does, and the King Gizzard reference is so cool because King Gizzard, they always have a way of using just a different approach to the music.
Right.
They embrace it fully, even in terms of their instrumentation and tunings and funky guitars and stuff like that. So I can see where you guys are coming from with that. Also, in terms of polyrhythms, you guys seem to have some really interesting approaches to time signatures and rhythms.
Yeah.
Can y'all talk a little bit about that?
So you go.
Yeah, we back to King Gizzard. I think before even King Gizzard, we love Rush. We love all that. So
Primus.
And I think it's funny. One of my favorite videos is Geddy Lee. He's like, "You give me a song in 7, and I'm interested." And he says in the interview, and he's like, "I'm in 4, but he says 7, I'm interested." So I think especially Zach being heavy on the drums, he loves mixing us up 5, 7. Some weird things thrown our way, and we appreciate that because it's made us have to learn also playing different styles, and just even starting with simple 3, and then we're like, oh wow, 3 is even different than 4, and then moving on to 7 and 5. Have you heard Ganymede who played something?
Yeah, that one's in 5.
Great.
Yeah.
So I picked up on that because I'm a drummer.
Right. So you would have heard that instantly. Yeah.
So to me, it felt like if Ginger Baker and Terry Bozzio had a baby.
Oh,
hell
man,
yeah,
that's
dude.
incredible.
So you had the Ginger Baker, rock and roll flash, but then you were locking in. And you guys were locked down.
Yeah. And
I could feel it.
I wrote that one, and that's actually our quickest song we've ever made, where I made it that summer, or I had the original boom 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 boom, and then by the end of the year we were recording it in the studio. We had it done, and I also, on top of guitar, I did trumpet in high school and college. So my first on top of being in Rush and bands like that, I was playing classical music that did that. And I remember the first time I heard a symphonic band play that my freshman year, I was like, dude, what is that? That's 5/8. What the hell is that? That's awesome. That sounds sick.
So good.
Yeah. It sounds cool. It's unique. It keeps people on their toes.
You guys will dig the walk-on music we're going to pull tonight. If I have a chance to get them to play it, it's "Turn It On Again" by Genesis in 5/4.
Nice. Yeah, another band. Yeah.
So good.
I love how the Genesis dude.
Oh my gosh, Phil Collins.
Yeah.
So good.
Insane.
Singing, writing, producing, drumming, like that.
Insane,
Dancing on the Volcano song is sick.
And it's really cool to be able to because I showed my mom, because she loves the other drummer, not Phil Collins, Peter Gabriel.
I thought the drummer.
Singer.
The other drummer is Chester Thompson's also.
Yeah.
Killer.
But I showed her Strawberry Hill, and I was just it's cool to always take people and be no, this isn't. It's not normal. Count the song. What do you mean count it? It's na 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 na. Yeah, and it's cool. Everyone, when you point that out to them, there's little like you opened a door for something for them, and you're just like, oh yeah, by the way, music can be like this.
And what's so cool about it is it's interesting, but it's still dancing. It's still a rock and roll tune.
Yeah, you can still make a groovy beat to it. Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to number 7, one of my favorite songs in 7, Money.
Yes,
Yeah,
another. Yeah,
so good.
Yeah,
So
you'll
good.
never know it's a 7.
That's
but
up there with Subdivision.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
man, you're amazing,
Yeah.
dude. He knows this, but my favorite Signals is my favorite Rush album.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's so good. I saw them on that tour. The first concert I ever went to was Permanent Waves, 1980.
Nice. Damn.
Nice.
Oh my
Dude.
god. Jealous.
I was in the 10th grade, and it was in Charlotte, and that was just, well, here I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 60. I'm playing in a rock band because I saw that concert.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's
So it's
amazing.
Cool. It's fun. Well, tell us where we can find your music online or physical music. Also, where you're going to be playing. Let the folks know.
Zach, take us away.
Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, really all the major streaming platforms. We've got all our music on there. We've got
SoundCloud.
2 full albums, 2 EPs, so we got a good amount of music to go through. Our next show we're playing in Charlotte at the Milestone.
Milestone.
January 26th on a Sunday. That'll be fun.
Great place. Great place. I
Excited.
love the Milestone.
Yeah.
First time for us.
And then
Yeah, it's fun.
February 8th we'll be back here again at
Reggie's.
Reggie's. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, good. I'm so glad things are going well for you. And so 15 Minutes of Bedlam, Hyperloops, guys, support them.
Thank you guys.
Download
Appreciate
their
it.
music,
Thank
buy
you.
their music, go see them. These guys are amazing. You're going to love them live. And thank you so much for nerding out with me about our prog roots.
Oh,
Hey,
always,
we love you,
always,
Chuck.
Anytime.
Love you
Love
guys too.
Take it easy.
Peace and love.